All right, so over the last 2 weeks for my project, I have done a bunch more research and writing. I added it to the same page for my blog. So, for example, the prior 2 weeks I had written the section "What makes a great high school teacher." This week I wrote the section "What makes a great seminary teacher." I wanted to kind of see how similar they were, and there definitely were some similarities. So the process I went through was first I researched and I found a bunch of articles. And then also, this was a section that was heavy on talks, general conference talks, um, church magazines, a bunch of different things like that. So I was able to find just like I did for the high school teacher, I was able to find 3 traits and 3 skills that I feel are apparent in every single great seminary teacher. So the 3 traits that I found were faith, hope, and charity. So um, basically, these can kind of go hand in hand in a lot of ways. But to be a great seminary teacher, you have to have a whole lot of faith. You have to have faith in Christ is the main thing. Your faith has to be centered in Christ, and you have to be able to teach that faith. Um, a hope is more than just, people say, I hope this happens. As a seminary teacher, your hope will be that your teaching will impact and help these children come closer to Christ. And then charity, any great seminary teacher, you can't be a great seminary teacher without feeling that charity towards your students. So you have a Christ-like love for your students, and you want more than anything to see them succeed. And then for the 3 skills that I identified that are key in any great seminary teacher are, so they are teaching with the Spirit, teaching the truth with clarity, and having knowledge and love of the Scriptures. It might seem weird to say that teaching by the Spirit is a skill, but it's something that we learn throughout our lives. Just like any missionary who's preparing to go out, they've probably taught by the Spirit before, they probably felt it, but they're not going to be experts. And as we go through life, we learn more and more how to do that. And a seminary teacher, a great one, is going to be an expert at being able to teach with the Spirit. They're going to listen to the Spirit. It's going to help them prep their lessons, and it's going to help them to adjust anything they need to in their lessons as they're teaching. The second skill was teaching the truth with clarity. Obviously, anybody can teach the truth as long as they know it, but that clarity, being able to share things simply so that a child, or in this case, a teenager can understand it. A lot of teenagers are going to be a little bit hard-headed, and they're going to be not listening super great a lot of the time. So a great seminary teacher is going to be able to teach that truth with clarity. And then finally, the last skill that I found that you need is to have a knowledge and a love of the Scriptures. This is attained over time. You don't need to know everything, but any great seminary teacher will have at least a basic knowledge of some important Scriptures for each different topic that a child may have questions about, and we'll be able to direct them to those, and they'll also have that love for the Scriptures. So that's what I did this week. I wrote that section. I'll have a link to that section included. Once again, same link as last week. You just have to scroll down past the high school section. And so yeah, that's it for this sprint.